Welcome back to New Rockstars, and the Guardians of the Galaxy are being hunted. And no, I don't mean by just those gold gremlins, the Sovereign with Aisha trying to Frankenstein and Adam Warlock of mass Guardian ass destruction. Because what if I told you that as of the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special, the Guardians have yet another sovereign nation in the MCU coming to tan those galactically diverse behinds. This is Rogue Theory, the show where we pitch the wildest theories for the nerdy titles that we love. My name is MT. And going rogue with me today is Star-Lord's other sister. It's Whitney Van Laningham. What's going on, Whitney?
Hi! Oh my gosh, yeah. Star-Lord is actually 100% my brother. That's why we don't talk to Chris Pratt at holidays anymore, because, you know, he's not. After the Mario thing, our family kind of disowned him, but...
Oh my God. She said, "Wahoo, are you?" Anyway.
So dumb, MJ. I love that.
This is why my parents don't love me anymore. All right, and we're very excited to be joined today by the two hosts from the Friends from Work podcast, Kyle Stonewill and Robbie Earl. What's going on, guys?
Let's go.
Hey.
Thanks for having us.
Let's
Seriously.
go.
What an honor.
What an honor.
Rogue
Welcome.
Theory.
Like, I'm so excited to go rogue with you guys. Like, I understand that you guys cover Marvel stuff and love Marvel stuff as much as we do, and they'll be kicking off their Phase 5 coverage in January. So be sure to check them out at theffwpodcast.com to just like listen to two amazing guys just talk about Marvel. But yes, I'm so excited to talk rogue with you guys
I think
today.
that's really sweet, because they're friends from work, and then MT, we're friends from work, and then the
Wow.
Avengers are friends from work,
And now
it's
we're
just
all
it's just
friends
really
from
sweet.
work.
I think it's really
It's a
wholesome and
crossover
sweet. I think this
episode.
is a great crossover app.
Wow.
Yes.
It's not as cold in Austin as it is in Boston, but if it were,
Yes.
that would have warmed my heart.
Yeah.
Despite the
Thank you. That was good. I like that. But yeah, no, let's get into these rogue theories, because our first topic of today is I have this weird feeling. I have an inkling that Wakanda will go after the Guardians of the Galaxy for stealing their Wakandan property, Bucky's Wakandan-made vibranium arm. Because as we saw in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, these guys take their vibranium extremely seriously. And and as we saw from What If, they have the capabilities of space travel. Like the Wakandans are just like so futuristic that they have the abilities to go into space. And I have this feeling that once they hear that Bucky got messed with Nebula, they're gonna be like, well, we don't play with that shit. Bucky is our friend, he is our brother. We don't with the Bucky, so we're going into outer space. And
bumper sticker
we're gonna
immediately purchased.
Hey,
This will
Epic
be,
Hero Shop, can we please get a
yes.
don't you with the
F
Bucky shirt?
Millions of
I'm
shirts
sorry,
sold.
everyone would buy that. I'm so,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
there's no one who wouldn't buy that.
Let's do it. But no, I honestly, I think if there's a real possibility, I think it'd be at least make a really great What If episode if Wakanda just went after the Guardians for this heinous act of attacking an ally of Wakanda and stealing Wakandan property. What do you guys think about this?
So let's break down the arm, first of all.
Yes. Impossible. It's vibranium.
Yeah, you can't do
So
that, sir.
okay, so we learned that there's
That's
an
the
off
issue.
switch, right? There's an off switch. So do we know that Nebula took it forcefully in the first place? Or
Listen,
did Bucky donate?
don't spoil my next theory. I'm doing the next theory on how the arm got. Don't spoil
This is
it.
true.
Don't spoil it. We're just
Fair.
right now. Focus. Wakandans.
My
Will they get it back? I promise. I promise we'll talk about that shit in like 10 minutes.
We're going to talk about that.
How advanced do you think their space travel is?
I think that I think honestly that they probably have like Wakandan agents already in space. Like,
Oh,
by
of
this
course.
point, because like
Absolutely.
their technology is just so, and like they were able to detect Thanos entering orbit in Infinity War like
Yeah.
instantaneously. So like I feel like they have some secret space missions,
Bro.
because like we seen in WandaVision that like the US just is like starting to like enter space, because with Sword it's like, all right, we're starting to do space travel, and we know that Wakanda is already always future, like a super like generations ahead. So like they've got to have space travel going on.
That's true.
Dude, they're what Elon Musk wishes he could be. So there's no way that they haven't set up like a secret cool Mars colony or like another planet. Like they absolutely, there's absolutely a Wakanda in space. It's like, you know, like how there's like Disneyland in Paris. There's like definitely a Wakanda in space.
Yeah,
that's a perfect
like
comp.
a Wakanda on Xandar.
The Wakanda space race was in like the 1860s.
Yeah,
it was exactly.
So
Just
true.
hanging.
It was like, watch the Civil War. We'll get out of here. But yeah, no, I think that it'd be really, really fun to just have Rocket Raccoon just go head to head against the Wakandan army. Just like I have, oh man. So over the weekend, this is super random, but I was like, what is Rocket Raccoon going to do with this arm? And I was like, what if in Guardians 3, he makes like a human-sized mech of all the body parts that he's stolen.
Dude.
And like, I would love to see him battle the Wakandans in this Bucky arm.
The one janky
weird
prosthetic
mech of
leg.
body parts.
The mixed
Exactly.
eyeballs, different colors.
It would be so
and this
funny.
dope arm.
He steals a couple of like pieces of Pym tech just to like mix it up in there.
That's true. Maybe he can shrink it all, and that's how he hides it for a while.
Yeah, dog.
Until he needs it.
Exactly.
Could do it.
Exactly.
Wow.
Like perfect. Like I feel like Rocket definitely stole some Pym particles as well. Like he's a thief.
He's a thief.
That dude is a
He's a
major thief.
sneaky little rogue. We love him.
You know, I do feel like there's a reason why this could escalate into a sort of military type conflict, because I was thinking, what's the relationship between the Guardians and the Wakandans? And the first thing that came to mind was the relationship that Rocket and Nebula would have had with Okoye during the blip years. But we now know Okoye is not really affiliated officially with the Wakandan government anymore. So that might have been like a cooling factor that's no longer present. So things could just heat up immediately. Who knows? Shuri's got stuff to prove. Yeah, maybe they just go for it.
This is true.
Wasn't her position like slightly reinstated at the end, Rob? I mean, she's at least working with Shuri with the new high-tech suit thingies. So she might have her own rogue mission to go get it herself. Or the technology capable of doing it.
Oh, wow.
This could also be like a little like a conflict of interest for her, because what if Shuri's like, bro, go get the fucking arm back, and she's like, no, I love Rocket, and he really did always want that arm. I can't take it from him, you know.
Like I said, I really want to know Bucky's standing in all this. I want to know how Bucky lost this.
We're gonna talk about it. I promise you, on my life.
Oh yeah, Whitney has a really great theory here for that.
I will tell you exactly what happened.
It's also knowing how much Rocket did want that arm. It's a real shame that when Bucky was dusted, the arm was dusted along with it.
I know.
Could have been a real silver lining for
Would have
Rocket.
been such a great consolation prize. Like, sorry, all your friends are dead, but
here's this.
That'd be so hilarious. He's like, oh no, Groot. Oh sweet. Oh,
You would think it would just fall
everything
off.
balance itself out.
Just fall off as he dusted, you would think.
Right.
That's funny.
Oh man.
Universe in perfect balance.
Do you guys think that if Wakanda were to attack the Guardians, that the Guardians would be able to hold their own against the Wakandans?
No,
there's no way. Literally no. There's no way.
So it depends on how many, but let's look. Quill, first of all, gave up his god powers, so he's mainly a human with some guns now, right? So that's
rookie
not
move,
great.
Right?
Yeah. Well, if he had known he was about to be attacked by Wakanda, maybe he wouldn't have done that. But Rocket, he's got the arm now, I guess, to his advantage. But it's Rocket.
Yeah, that's one arm against all of Wakanda, who can bring as many arms as they want to in whatever form they want to. They can bring a whole fucking rhino to space to take him out. Like
a rhino.
There's no way. Like
the rhinos come off the spaceship.
Rhinos in
They were flying the
space.
spaceship too.
Drax's body is impenetrable to bullets, apparently, but not vibranium tech, probably.
True.
Or rhino horns,
yeah,
for all we know. I mean, those things
That's
are
true.
deadly.
We do know that he would not have been able to take the blast from Tony Stark in Infinity War. And
that's
I feel
true.
like Wakandan tech is superior to Stark tech at this point, I think.
Right.
So
yeah.
Yeah,
For
they stand
sure.
no chance.
And like we know that Drac has famously sensitive nipples.
Yes.
So like he's a
Oh,
god.
that's
Like,
true.
one titty twister and like
That's
he's
true.
just submitted.
Yeah.
That's his weakness.
I don't know why I am the way I am.
Just like a news broadcast being like, this just in, Drax defeated by 12-year-old boy who gave him a titty twister in gym class.
12-year-old boy pulling prank destroys the destroyer.
Destroys the
With one
destroyer.
titty twister. But like, do you think that Bucky is going to go after Nebula?
Is this Whitney's question now? Is this her time? Is this her moment?
Not yet.
Oh, no, not yet.
Not
Not
yet.
yet. Not yet. But like, just like, what do you guys think of the idea of like Bucky teaming up with the Wakandans to go get the arm?
See,
back?
I think no. We left Bucky in a very different spot at the end of Falcon and Winter Soldier, and I feel like
Yeah.
he's
Right.
changed a little bit. I don't think he's as much about vengeance and stuff. So that's why I want to know the transaction there. But no, I don't think he's teaming
Right.
up in this. I think this is a Wakanda
okay.
revenge tour.
I also feel
Okay.
like Wakanda would be pissed at Bucky for losing it because they'd
Yeah.
be like,
True.
Yeah,
you
more
are
that.
some little broken white boy who we fixed up and gifted $1 billion arm to,
True.
and you just let a goddamn raccoon have it as a Christmas present.
Right.
Like, I mean, I don't know.
I was gonna be like, I raised you better than this.
I would be
But why'd you
pissed
lose the arm?
if I gave somebody like a really nice gift and then they let a trash panda take it to space. I would be like, hey,
Right.
what the is wrong with you, dude? We were so nice to you. I thought we were friends.
He
Like,
regifted that arm. You're so right. Never regift.
Right?
you never regift.
Regifted me.
You never regift.
So cheap, my God. But yeah, okay, so let's do the voting now. Because like with this theory of Wakanda going after the Guardians for stealing Wakanda property, do you guys think that it is rogus, bogus, or ogus?
Double rogus, bitch. I think that Wakandans are already in space. They're already hot on the tail. It's going. It's going great.
Okay. Double rogus.
Double
That'd be
fucking
amazing.
rogus.
I'm Ogus for one reason. Ogus for one reason.
Okay.
I still think
Ogus.
the one advantage the Guardians have here is in the space travel side of it. We haven't seen that. I know we think they're out there, but the Guardians are pretty advanced when it comes to the space travel stuff. Can they run away
True.
forever? Maybe. I'm Ogus on it.
Hmm.
Okay. I'll take the ogus. I'll take the ogus. One rogus, one ogus.
Yeah.
What about you?
So I think I'm gonna go Ogus as well. So
Okay.
I mean I think you're still trending positive. I'm torn.
Yeah, no, I'll take
I'm
it.
torn because on the one hand, they don't need to go get the arm. You know, they've obviously
True.
got plenty of vibranium.
Right.
So part of me is like,
Yeah.
would they really marshal all this for the one arm? But then on the other hand, you know, we saw in Wakanda Forever that they care a lot about nobody else having vibranium.
Yeah, dog.
Right.
So maybe it is, and you know, to your point, in fairness, and maybe now I'm leaning towards making my Ogus a Rogus.
See,
Oh.
that happens sometimes.
because now I'm
It
thinking,
happens.
is there any vibranium out in the rest of the galaxy? I don't think
Oh.
so. Not that we know of. So
There is on Torfa is a vibranium planet in the comics. I don't know if that's true in the MCU. But yeah, it is a dusty planet from Captain Marvel, so I wouldn't be surprised if there were vibranium deposits there. But like officially,
Yeah.
we don't know.
Well, and because if there isn't, and I guess, you know, if Wakanda doesn't know that there is, I could see them being particularly nervous about that getting out into the different civilizations where they could maybe analyze and
Right.
replicate vibranium, and then
Right.
that's
Now you got a
trouble.
whole mess on your hands.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's a really good point.
So are you switching to Rogus or not?
Yeah. Are we Ogus or Rogus?
Yeah. I'm Rogus now. I'm Team
Oh.
Rogus.
Yeah.
Whoa, okay.
He talked himself into it.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'll take
We got
it.
a convert. Hell yeah.
Ogus to Rogus. All right, 2 Roguses and Ogus. But no, I really do like this idea of like Wakanda just wanting to just like keep their most valuable resource away from, now that like, you know, Earth has intergalactic enemies
Mhm.
now. So like they would want to grab that and be like, all right, phew, they didn't get to analyze our secret weapon.
I've also always been fascinated about the expansion of Wakanda in general, you know, because we've seen so much of it
Right.
happening in Wakanda, the original movie, this one taking place, Wakanda Forever in Wakanda. Obviously, Infinity War, the battle takes place there. I've been dying to see what does the expansion of those open borders look like, more of that. but also maybe open borders to space. So I don't think it's a terrible theory.
There's precedent
Space
there.
has no borders.
That's right.
I mean, it's such a great question in theory in general because, yeah, I mean, the intergalactic empire of Wakanda is one of the more exciting things to happen in the Wakandan comics in a while. And surely we're heading there at some point. We've got to.
Yes, I've been wanting it for so long. I'm like, that run was so much fun. Yeah. I'm like, let's go to space. Let's go to space, please. But yes, totally. We got to go there eventually. T'Challa Jr., please. Do your homework so your ass can go to space.
Study hard. Get into a good space program.
Go to school.
Right.
Go to school.
Do your Haitian homework.
Test your G-force before you do. Make sure you can handle the harsh conditions.
Exactly. But up next, we're going to talk about Whitney's amazing theory about how Nebula got this Bucky arm.
How did it happen?
Maybe sometimes you with the Bucky. I don't know. Be sure to check out newrockstarsmerch.com where you can check out our latest New Rockstars merch and still grab our Forever King latest Obsession shirt inspired by Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. So you can support the channel and check out all of our awesome merch available at newrockstarsmerch.com. And we also want to thank Faraday for sponsoring this video. Faraday is a family brand founded by Alex, his wife Carrie, and his twin brother Mike that channels their love of the beach lifestyle into clothing for life's greatest moments. Faraday is passionate about craftsmanship, comfort, and sustainability. Their ongoing partnership with Native designers supports Native communities while helping end appropriation in fashion. Every piece is designed to be a lifetime favorite, and if anything happens along the way, Faraday will replace or fix your clothes for life, no matter what. That is the Faraday promise. Layer up this winter with their best-selling Legend sweater shirts for men, women, and kids, recycled high-pile fleece jackets, and new frost sweaters. Producer Brandon loves his Faraday shirts. He wore them this year to Thanksgiving so that he would be comfy at the dinner table while still looking sharp for all the family photos. Faraday is giving all Rogue Theory fans an amazing deal, 20% off your first order. So head to FaradayBrand.com/Rogue Theory and use code Rogue Theory at checkout to get this amazing deal. That's code Rogue Theory at Faraday, FAHERTY brand.com/Rogue Theory for 20% off. FaradayBrand.com/Rogue Theory. Also, we want to thank Miracle Brand for sponsoring this video as well, because did you know that your temperature at night can have one of the greatest impacts on your sleep quality? If you wake up too hot or too cold, I highly recommend you check out Miracle Brand's bed sheets. Inspired by silver-infused fabrics made by NASA, the space people, Miracle Brand makes temperature regulating bedding so that you can sleep at the perfect temperature all night. These sheets are infused with natural silver that prevent 99.9% of bacterial growth, leaving them to stay cleaner and fresh 3 times longer than any other sheet. Clean sheets means less bacteria to clog your pores and fewer breakouts and other skin problems. Miracle Sheets are luxuriously comfortable without the high price tag of other luxury brands. So go to trymiracle.com/rogue to try it today or gift it to someone special this holiday season. Save over 40% and be sure to use our promo code ROGUE at checkout to save even more and get 3 free towels. 3 free towels! That's 3 more towels than you had before. Be extra dry this holiday season. And Miracle is so confident in their product, it's backed with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you aren't 100% satisfied, you'll get a free refund and you can upgrade your sleep with Miracle Brand today. So go to trymiracle.com/rogue and use the code ROGUE to claim your free 3-piece towel set and save over 40% off. Again, that is trymiracle.com/rogue to treat yourself, a friend, or a loved one over this holiday season. And thank you again to Miracle Brand for sponsoring this episode. Now it is time for Whitney to bring us a second Rogue topic.
Here we go.
Today.
Wow, you guys.
Let's get it.
Just wow. Listen, I know that this is what we all want to talk about. This is all what we're dying to talk about. How the heck did the arm end up in Nebula's possession? Did she go to his house and rip it out of his body? Or maybe, just maybe, what if they got into the holiday spirit? And when I say they got into the holiday spirit, I mean like Lifetime movie, Love Actually, falling in love, standing outside each other's doorsteps with little signs that say, "You are perfect to me." What if, Nebula shows up? She's never been to Hollywood before. She was there, same time as the other Guardians were running around doing their thing. That's when she found the opportunity She was like, I'm just going to explore. You guys do your thing. So she finds Bucky, right? They go. I've just decided he's visiting LA at this time.
Okay.
It's for the holidays, so he's just in town. So they meet. She realizes perfect present for Rocket. They start to fight. They're fighting. They're duking it out. But they realize that they're so equally matched. They're just going to be locked in this unending duel forever, and it's never going to get any better. And so Bucky's like, hey, do you want to go see the tree lighting at the Grove? And she's like, yeah, why not? And so they go. It's magical. It's beautiful. It's romantic. They have a couple of cocktails, and they realize that sparks are beginning to fly. And so they go back home. Some clothes come off. Maybe some cybernetic limbs come off too. And so what I'm trying to say is what Brandon said so much better than I ever could when I was pitching him and MT this topic this morning, which is Bucky put his heart on his sleeve. Nebula just took it.
It's true.
Wow.
Off-screen poem man.
Off-screen poem producer Brandon Barrick.
I love this so much. I love this so much. Like, I can see it happening because they are basically sort of the same in their own way.
Yeah.
Like the grumpy,
I was thinking that.
Cybernetic people.
Grumpy, traumatized half machines. Look at them. What more could you ask for a holiday rom-com?
Like, I feel like Marvel should have their own, like, parody of Ninja Turtles and, like, traumatized, whatever you just said, half machine.
Like, they're both hot. Like they're, they're not both young because Bucky's a billion years old, but that's okay. They look young and they could fall in love. And listen, I'm not talking about, like, any, like, sleazy, gross, horrific. I'm talking about women with machine body parts taking autonomy and doing what pleases them. And I'm talking about men with body parts of vibranium pleasing that woman. And it's a beautiful thing. And it's a beautiful time. And I just think that there's nothing more pure than the love between Bucky and an alien. I just think that could happen.
Exactly.
And
I feel like She-Hulk paved the way.
She-Hulk really did.
With her banging Matt Murdock.
Dude, she banged Matt Murdock. Exactly.
Yeah. I think, like, all these Marvel women deserve to bang the man of their dreams, really.
And Bucky's so hot. Like, I'm sorry. He looks like a young Mark Hamill. Like, give him to me.
It's true.
Come on.
So why does the end of this Lifetime movie end with her then taking the arm?
Oh, because she got his package and he was like, let me send you home with a package to take to your friends. And so,
wow.
The consolation package.
It was like a little, like, he was like, this is really important to your friend, I can tell. And I respect that. Right. And Merry Christmas from me to you. Here's the arm. I can get another one. We're good.
Wow.
But that's why I think that the Wakandans are going to be pissed at him because they're going to be like, bro, you gave your fucking arm to a girl you like a little bit. That's not cool. And that's why I think that then they're going to track him down.
Bucky's going to say, I already have a rock hard arm already. So I'm pretty good. Thank you very much.
This episode is sponsored by Buck Chew.
Right, Buck Chew.
Get as hard as vibranium.
Oh, God.
Getting into InfoWars territory. Two quick questions. One, how old do we think Nebula is? I don't think I've ever considered this.
I don't know.
That is a good question. Well, like,
how much of her is left to have an age?
This is true.
Or just the age of the equipment, I guess.
Ship of Theseus situation.
Yeah,
a real ship of Theseus kind of
like,
deal.
how much is Nebula?
What is the
that's a really good question because, like, theoretically, she could be as old as Thanos because, like, she could have been picked up first. Though I think maybe Gamora was picked up first. I don't know what's official, but yeah, no, like, if she's just basically cybernetic parts, and we know from Iron Man that, like, if you have cybernetic parts, that can sort of, like, run your body for as many lifetimes as needed.
Maybe her and Bucky are the same age.
So let's just say, yes, I'm changing my mind. They are the same age, and that's why it's perfect, because even if he tries to date Sam's sister, she's like way too young for him, dude. And, like, maybe Nebula's the same age. And, like, listen, I really support that ship. So I'm kind of contradicting my true feelings here because I do support him crushing on Sam's sister really hard. But what if this beautiful romance happens first? What if also this? Same age.
Maybe it's just it gets him back into the swing of things, you know? Like it's not a long-term thing, but it's just, you gotta it takes a bit.
It's not a long-term, but it's a good time.
Take the car out for a spin every once in a while.
You gotta dust off those robot parts every once in a while. You can't just leave them locked up in the factory. You can't.
Exactly. And like at the very least, they can have like a casual fling. Because like they're both soldiers and they're both like, they've both gone through it. So it's just like, hey.
And they deserve fun and love and romance.
And everything on Earth is new to Nebula, right? She's experiencing all of it for the first time. So you're right. The emotions are heightened. The Christmas season.
It's true.
But kind of new for him too.
She's never seen a real penis before. Maybe she's never seen a human man's genitalia. Maybe she's only seen aliens, and we don't know. Maybe this was like really cool and exciting for her.
She's probably like, "Hey, let me see what Ego was so hyped up about."
Yeah, what was Ego so hyped up about?
What's so special about Earth? I really do love this a lot as a theory. Like, it's just. Though I personally ship Nebula with Valkyrie because I think them two would be fantastic.
That would also be really cute and cool. Listen, bisexuals are free. They can be with anyone. We can have it all, MT. We don't have to pick and choose.
Exactly.
We can be the Bucky. We can get with Valkyrie. We can do whatever we want here, man. We are the MC. Just kidding.
Do you think there's any chance of a trade? Could they have traded cybernetic limbs?
What has Nebula given?
What has Nebula given him?
I mean,
this is true.
Who knows? That's the other question.
Who knows? Exactly. That is a very good follow-up question.
Well, maybe like he traded the hand for the other hand that was given to him that night. So he's like, it's only fair. Thank you for.
He was like, hey, if you give me a hand job, I will give you my entire arm.
Right. You literally took the soul out of my body, so
here you
my
go.
Arm. Take it. I don't need this.
Literally took the soul out of my body.
Literally.
The ectoplasm left my body. My God.
Take my arm.
But okay, what do we think about this theory of Bucky doing the with Nebula and like giving the arm afterwards? Like, do you guys think it's Rogus, Bogus, or Ogus? I'm gonna give it a double Rogus because I hope that's canon.
Everyone gets laid. Let's do it.
Rogus, totally possible. I can see it.
Yes.
I'm gonna go double Rogus on this one as well. This is one where the more I think on it, the more I like what MT was saying about their shared experiences and how like beyond the fact that they are both people made up largely of non-organic material, they also have both had their brains kind of scrambled. They've both been sort of made to serve people and causes that they didn't necessarily believe in or agree with. And so
exactly. Oh, that's a good point. I like that.
Now they're having to put the pieces together, figure out who they are.
Yeah,
and all those things would make you so horny if you found those qualities in another person. You'd just be horny for it. I'm sorry.
And like I honestly don't think that like Nebula had like all that much time to like release that tension while serving Thanos.
Thanos sucked.
Yeah.
Thanos sucked. She deserves a little fun out on the town. She's a strong lady. I support her rights.
Right?
Yeah, Thanos, not good.
And like, let's be real. If I heard that like someone's dad was Thanos, I'm not
I'm not trying to eat that pussy. I'm staying far away.
Right, enjoy those drinks. Have a nice night.
Yeah. Bucky's not making this happen until Thanos is off the table. Right? Let's just
till Thanos is gone. He's like, your dad's dead, so now we can bang.
He's like, phew. This is like a Rogus all around. Thank you, Whitney.
Yay,
like you are
I'm so
the Rogus
excited.
queen of the day.
You guys, this is my first time that I've ever presented a rogue theory. Did you know that? Wow. This is my first rogue theory. I'm so excited.
First, 1 for 1.
Yeah.
She is on a roll.
Yeah.
But now it is time for our rogue question. Are you guys ready for this one?
Yes.
Maybe.
Because the first trailer for Transformers Rise of the Beast dropped this week, and it doesn't have Haley Steinfeld in it, so I will not be watching. Just kidding. I'm only 75% kidding. All right, but for today's rogue question, if you are a Transformer, what would be the thing that you would want to transform into?
Bucky's arm. Done.
Yeah.
See,
And you're just going to chill with Rocket now, I guess.
can I transform into the mech that Rocket makes out of all of the limbs? That MT told us about earlier?
Yes.
Is that an option?
Yes. Oh my God.
That sounds like a cool time.
Please, yes.
That'd be a crazy time.
I'm just going to transform into Nebula. She's basically a robot, right? So sweet.
100%. Do it. Do it. Then you can fucky with the Bucky.
I thought Kyle would go for the an Iron Man suit.
Oh,
I
just the
thought
suit
that-
itself.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a good call.
That'd be baller.
Yeah.
Oh,
That would be freaking baller.
It
Mark
really
one.
would.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd want to transform into a PlayStation 5 console. I don't know why. I said that. That'd be
So you
stupid.
can play it all day.
Like, I want to transform into something stupid like a Nintendo 64. I'm like, yay! I have a Nintendo 64.
I'm so full of games and fun. My name is Archie.
Exactly.
And you sit there forever and let people play with
I feel like the FBI or the CIA would want to hire me if they knew that I could transform into Nintendo 64 because I could just go undercover.
You
They could just
could
be
go
like, oh my God.
undercover. Every frat house crime you would solve because you'd be undercover.
Fly on the wall.
Exactly.
I'm
I don't know what I'm
picturing
saying.
like a secret bunker, like the sort of place where you would need like a really covert CIA agent in, and there's just an N64
Yeah.
inconspicuous.
Just in the corner.
Hey, who wants to play Super Mario Bros. Over here? He pops back out, empty.
Or like,
Gotcha.
you know, that scene in The Matrix where like Carrie-Ann Moss is like hacking and like the guys come in and it's like, hey, and she's like alone in there hacking. Instead, it's just her alone in there playing an N64.
It's a golden
So it's like nothing to see
in
here,
her little
officers.
trench coat. She's just like, this is actually great.
Right in the middle of the water temple from Ocarina of Time. You pop back out.
Right?
pop
It's
back
like,
out.
you know what? I'm busy. Like, she's busy. We should probably leave.
We
She's
should actually probably
stressed
leave.
out
It looks
from
like she needs
Slaughter
to
Temple.
really beat this level. She's focused.
Wait, did you go, Whitney?
No.
No, I
haven't
just
heard
said
Whitney's yet.
Bucky's arm. I'm sticking with it. I don't
Oh,
care.
okay.
Yeah.
I would transform into
Bucky's arm.
Bucky's arm, and then I'll be
Yeah.
part of the mech suit that Robbie evolves into.
That's true.
So we can work together.
That's beautiful.
It's a Whitney Robbie team up.
Friends from work.
Wow.
Who would have thought?
Friends from work.
Yes.
Look at us. Look at us.
Exactly.
Look at
You know
us.
what? I'm going to give the Rogue question trophy to the Bucky machine.
Yeah.
I mean, the Bucky arm machine. Because
Wow.
that'd be really fun.
Teamwork.
This would be really crazy.
Teamwork makes the dream
Teamwork.
work.
I think we all win for that.
Yeah.
It's just like friends from work. We'll all contribute an arm.
Yes, that's
That'd be
true.
so weird.
Yeah, exactly. Let's all contribute an arm. We'll all be a different part of this mech suit, and then Rocket can drive us
Exactly.
all around, and we'll all just be like, "It's so nice that we're friends and hanging out, guys." It'll be great.
Oh my God. We'll look like one of Sid's toys from
Oh.
Toy Story.
Yes,
1.
we
Just like
will.
deformed freak.
Yes, we fucking will.
Yes.
But that is it for this episode of Rogue Theory. Thanks as always to Whitney Van Laningham, and a huge thanks to the friends from work, Kyle Scona Will and Robbie Earl for joining us today. You guys are amazing, super funny, and just really great guys. Make sure to check out their podcast, Friends from Work. You can find them on all social platforms at the FFW Podcast or theffwpodcast.com. And you can support our channel by checking out all of our awesome merch over at newrockstarsmerch.com. You can follow me at MasterTainment if you want to see me tweet some weird shit. You can follow New Rockstars on all social platforms. And be sure to subscribe to our channel here on YouTube. We love you guys so much. Thank you guys for spending time with us, and we'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you all.